Hello, everybody. This is Esther Nagle here from Balance and Breathe, and I'm really excited to be talking today to my friend Lottie Moore of Mindset Metaphors. And Lottie is a mindset specialist who specializes in helping people to develop mindsets for success. And she does this through a whole variety of incredible services that she offers, including firewalking and incredible expeditions and a whole host of other things, which we're going to find out about this afternoon. So, hey, Lottie.
Hi, Esther. It's great to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, it's lovely to chat with you. Lovely to talk to you. So, I've been watching with excitement all the amazing things that you do. You've recently done a firewalk day, 108 firewalks.
Yeah, we did that for the winter solstice. We did the 108 firewalk. Yeah, absolutely.
That looked amazing. I'm gonna have to do a firewalk with you at some point. It looks wonderful. Please do, because there's something I fancy doing for ages. I think, what a thing to be able to say you've done. So one of the things that you do is in this idea about helping people to create mindsets for success. One of the things that you offer to people is vision boards and vision board workshops and helping people to create vision boards. Can you tell us a little bit about what a vision board is, first of all, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So a vision board is quite literally that. It's a visual board which focuses your attention in on what it is you want to create for yourself. So it's part affirmation, where you're seeing maybe every day what it is you want to create. And it's partly setting intention. So there might be some things that at the moment feel completely out of reach. But it's a visual that people can see regularly and can help them really kind of move towards creating that for their own lives.
So presumably the idea is that you have you create a vision board and then you have it somewhere and you sort of look at it on a regular basis.
Absolutely. I mean, for me, I have mine on the side of my wardrobe, for instance. But it should be somewhere that it can kind of filter into your subconscious without really having to make an effort to focus in on it. It's somewhere that's there. You see it every day, and the impact it can have can be quite extraordinary, actually. I know for people that have been to workshops before, they've suddenly kind of messaged me 6-9 months later and said, "You'll never guess what." Where they've put something on their vision board that has seemed pretty much unobtainable to a point of being quite ridiculous. And then 9 months later, there they are doing it.
Oh, wow.
So it's a great way of kind of filtering through to your subconscious what it is you want to achieve for yourself and focusing you in on it. And one of the great things about doing that on a workshop, if it's facilitated well, is that the workshop will firstly help people to connect with what it is they actually want for themselves.
That's quite important, isn't it? Because there's all kinds of things we think we want.
Yeah.
But we might not actually want it.
Absolutely. So if a workshop is run well, the first thing you're going to do is think about how you make choices. What leads you to make the choices that you're making? How are you going to choose what it is you want for yourself? And then also, for mine, I do a mindfulness exercise, which gets people really listening to their senses. What's happening within your body when something feels right, feels good. How do you connect with what's available to you? And then finally, I do an exercise which helps people to quite literally step through their fears, step through what's holding them back. And then they go on and create the vision board. So it's no holes barred by the time they get that far.
So there's a lot more to it than just sitting at the table cutting out pictures of nice beaches and cars from magazines and sticking them on a board then.
Definitely. It's a much deeper process, you know, and if it's done well, then you come away with this little piece of magic, you know, that entirely about what that individual wants. And quite often, you know, will lead them through how they're going to get to it.
Incredible. It sounds really amazing. I've heard, obviously, I've heard a lot about vision boards, and the film The Secret does lead you to believe that it is just kind of magic. And I mean, there's that guy who talks about he had his in a box, and then years later, so it needs to be a bit more upfront in your life and a bit more visible than being shoved in a box and stuck up the attic.
Definitely.
But your subconscious, it's amazing the things that your subconscious brain picks up all the time, isn't it? We're picking up so much information all the time that I guess having that somewhere that you're always every day looking at it, it's just constantly there for your subconscious, even long after your conscious brain has stopped looking at it, isn't it?
Absolutely. And the thing is, there's so much information that comes at us all day, every day, Esther, you know, that we just go into overload. So once you're focused into what it is you want, then you start noticing the little opportunities and the little nuances in life that can lead you to that thing, whereas you may well have zoned it out previously because you just, you know, information. We choose what we pick up on.
Yeah.
So having it kind of implanted in your subconscious is a really powerful thing to do.
Yeah. So it sounds like a well-facilitated vision board workshop can be quite a life-changing experience for somebody then.
Yeah, definitely, I would say. I had one woman, actually, she came to one with me last January. And, you know, her big thing was that she wanted a house and everything. And she also wanted a bit more excitement and stuff like that in her life. She's subsequently been to fire walks with me. She's now signed up to train as a fire walk instructor. And she's moving into her new home in the next 6 weeks.
Fantastic. Excellent. That's really that's amazing. And
yeah.
When you're working with people, how much do you get them to kind of dig down into what they want? I mean, you know, like you might say, I want to travel. Do you, if somebody has a I want to travel dream, for example, would you get them to go really deep into that, or is a vague, you know, non-specific I want to travel idea okay to work with, or do you kind of go down more into that?
Non-specific is okay, but the more specific you can be, the more likely you are to achieve it. So the thing is that once you've done the exercises on the mindfulness and the choice, for instance, it might be that when you're looking through magazines, you'll then see a picture of somewhere specific and go, I want to go there. Kind of idea. And it will speak to you in that way. A really funny story, the first ever vision board I made, I saw a picture with a heading, the High Atlas Mountains of Morocco. And I just went, oh yeah. And I cut that out and stuck it on. But at that point, it meant nothing to me. But now I run annual treks to the High Atlas Mountains in Morocco.
Fantastic.
Sometimes you'll see something and it'll really call to you and you don't know why, or, you know, it will seem quite ridiculous. But actually, it's called to you for a reason. So for instance, some people might say they're coming to a workshop. They might say, can I bring pictures of my kids with me? Can I bring my business card with me? And I say, you can, but actually, if you come with all the ideas of what you're going to put on your vision board anyway, and it's all kind of, you've got it all in here, then that's not going to be that effective for you, because part of the process is to connect with what's in here and get that on your vision board. So yeah, of course you can put business card on or a picture of your kids on if you want, but the real process is connecting with all the stuff that you're maybe not even aware that you want yet.
That makes sense. I'm echoing.
Not here.
Can you hear? Oh, right, okay. That was weird. It's funny that I wrote a blog post today about awareness and about how we tend to not even know we don't know ourselves particularly well because we're running on autopilot so much.
Yeah.
And because we get into habits of we do this every day because we've done it every day, not necessarily because it's what we want to do every day, but when you start to tap into that awareness, you can have all kinds of understandings about yourself that you might find that the things that you've been doing every day you actually hate, and you didn't even realize that you hated it, and you just suddenly think, why on earth am I doing this? So there's a lot in that, digging deep into to getting that awareness, because we don't know. We do function so much we're on autopilot. We're almost sleepwalking most of the time in our lives, aren't we? And we don't know what we're doing and why we're doing it in particular.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we might think we want something because the next door neighbour's got it. The next door neighbour's got a nice car, therefore I want that car. And it doesn't really mean that we want it at all. So I can see there's a huge amount of power in doing that. And from my perspective as well as a yoga teacher, I can, they tie in so well, don't they? Because both what you do and what I do are both about getting to the heart and to the truth of who you are and what it is that you're doing in your life and how you want to live, really.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the yoga aspect of the day, actually, Esther. I can't wait to find out a bit more about what you offer and how you do it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to teaching the yoga class at the start of the day, because I think it's gonna help to get people nice and relaxed and to let go of any stress that might come into the room with them. I mean, we bring traffic stress. We might have kids have been getting on our nerves before they go to school, and the traffic jams and everything that might be on our minds before the day. We can just leave that at the door and come to the yoga mat and let it all go. A lot of what I teach is all around stress reduction, so that when we're stressed, we don't really tap into our intuition. We're just running on this autopilot, running on all these patterns, because it's easier when you're stressed to just run on old habits, and you just do things out of habit without thinking. And when you can let go of all that and relax deeply into your body and connect your body and your mind together, you can have amazing insights into yourself on the yoga mat. So by the time people come to you, and by the time we get to your part of the day, people will already be in a totally different mindset than where they were at the start of the day. And
it'd be brilliant.
It's going to be, it's going to be a really powerful yoga class. I mean, I've been thinking about what relaxations I'm going to do, what postures we're going to do, and it is going to be a lot around letting go of preconceptions, letting go of stress, letting go of what we think we want, so that we can approach the vision boarding from this place of openness. So a lot of the postures are going to be about opening up. So it'll be opening the hips, opening the body up, and opening the mind, opening the lungs, so we can take really good deep breaths of air as well, and really helping people to connect really deeply into themselves at a physical and a mental level, and being very relaxed in the process.
Brilliant. It sounds perfect. It sounds perfect. The perfect match, really.
I think so. Yeah, I think that between, I mean, I talk about yoga as being magic as well. So I'm bringing my magic, and you're bringing your magic. It's a real cauldron of magic we're offering.
That magic is actually my word for 2018. It's everything I'm trying to create at the moment is about bringing magic to people, and people experiencing that for themselves, whatever it looks like to them. Yeah, I love that. It's like a little Twinkie magic is a good thing. Yeah.
And it's funny, because since we've spoken, I don't think that I made this decision when we first spoke about doing this together.
Yeah.
But we call this connect and create.
Yeah.
And since then, I have decided that my main word for the year is connection.
Nice.
And I think that this is the perfect way to start the year from my own perspective, in terms of connecting to my own 2018 vision as well, because I'm going to be making a vision board too.
Yeah. And for the yoga, I'm hoping that it's going to be fairly accessible to people that aren't that experienced, as well as.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I am used to people who most of the people that I've worked with have come to me with very little or no experience of yoga, and to be honest, I prefer that. I like that because they have no expectations, and when people have no expectations and they're open-minded and open to learning, they get a lot more out of it, I find. I mean, the people who come with prior yoga experience, they always enjoy it and they always get a lot from it. But you just see this amazing transformation in people who've never done it before, and I just get really excited at seeing that. So if you people who've got limited mobility, it's accessible. I can make it accessible. Wonderful. For people's needs. I can tailor it to anybody's needs. So there is absolutely no problem with anybody that can come along. I've worked with pregnant women, I've worked with older people, I've even had children in the room and taught them yoga as well. So we can cater to everybody.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And what's that venue like, Esther? Let's get.
It's a very nice venue. I've been there before. It's an NLP training centre run by a lady I know called Georgia Walby. Okay. And it's a very nice building, very nice. And there's going to be refreshments provided. There's going to be teas and coffees. I'm going to bring some herbal teas because I don't know if there's herbal tea. There's regular tea there, so I'll bring some herbal teas as well. And we've got space for the yoga mats, and we've got tables that we can work on. We can all sit around in groups to work together, and it's a perfect venue. It's about a 10-15 minute walk from the train station. There's a pay and car park just across the road, and there's streets nearby where we can park for free. And there's a beautiful park across the road, a 5-minute walk away. So at the end of the day, if we fancied having a nice walk in a beautiful tree-filled park, we could take a walk over to Booth Park and have a nice walk as well before we finish.
Nice. Sounds good. Sounds right on my street.
It's lovely. It's a really good place. It's right by the really close to the Millennium Stadium. So an iconic Cardiff building. If you've not been to Cardiff before, you get to see one of the most identifiable buildings in Cardiff, probably the most identifiable building.
I've never been to Cardiff before, so looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. I'll be looking forward to showing you. Have to get you up into the mountains sometime soon as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was looking at you. You've been out on a training hike yesterday, were you, for your next expedition?
Yeah. So in March we've got kind of a adventure, whatever you want to call it, in the Atlas Mountains in Morocco for International Women's Day. So I was out with a few of the women that I'm doing that with this weekend, having a little training walk and getting to know each other and stuff. Yeah.
Amazing. I will be coming with you on one of those expeditions one day. I love mountain walking. So,
we'll make it happen. That's got to go on your vision board.
Mountains always end up on any list I make, anything I do around. There's always I want to climb up more mountains in more interesting locations than South. I love South Wales, but I like going to other places as well to climb mountains. So yeah, that's going on my vision board for sure.
Brilliant.
Excellent. So, well, I'm just going to put the booking address up on the screen for anybody that might want to book to come on this amazing workshop day, which is taking place on January the 18th, which is a week Thursday. So we're going to be in Cardiff a week Thursday to share some really beautifully relaxing and energizing yoga and get you inspired and motivated and get you focused on your goals and your dreams for 2018 with your own little piece of magic in a vision board. So it's going to be an amazing day, and we would love to welcome you to come and join us for this incredible workshop. Lottie, I believe we've got a special Facebook Live price.
Yeah, I've just changed it on the website. If you book over the next couple of days at that link, there's a Facebook Live price, which I think is £70.
So you're going to get a fantastic day for just £70. I did forget to say as well, we are doing a bring and share lunch. So we'll all bring a dish and share some yummies together at lunchtime rather than having to go out for food. So I think that it's going to be an amazing, amazing day. I'm so excited. I'm really looking forward to working with you, Lottie, and to meeting you in person.
Likewise, yeah,
we've met in person. I think we've known each other online for quite a while now, haven't we? So it'll be lovely to work together. And hopefully we'll see you in Cardiff on the 18th.
On the 18th. Brilliant. Cheers, Esther.
Thanks, Lottie. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. End broadcast. Come on, mouse. Okay, did that end?
It's